Hey guys, so Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today, we'll be taking a look at the DC Page Punchers Golden Age Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman! Da, 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 da. Almost forgot my little line there. That said, this course brought to us by the fine folks over at DC Direct and or McFarlane Toys. Pick your poison. It's the same frickin' thing at the end of the day, right? So before I get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look-see at all Princess Diana has to offer in terms of accessories. Got the collectible trading card, the classic image of her on the front there, and obviously being a page puncher, she comes with a comic. It's Wonder Woman issue number 1, which is kind of cool that you don't have to pay a crap ton of money to get that. You just have to pay $27.99 plus tax. But I won't be showing that just because it's the same image as the front of the card. And, well, you pretty much get the point. I'm not going to open the comic and spoil it for you. So that goes for the Superboy review. That'll be going up tomorrow, depending on when this goes up. But, yeah, we also have the bio on the back. But you pretty much get the gist of that. That said, as far as accessories go, she comes with a pair of open hands and a pair of grip hands. For the lasso, she does not come with, which kind of sucks. I do have, like, the gold rope from the collector edition Wonder Woman, because my collector edition Wonder Woman has the hard plastic lasso from the, oh gosh, Todd McFarlane designed one, or the first Gal Gadot Wonder Woman we got, which I think was from Wonder Woman 84. So I'll either be giving her that or like the fully extended plastic one one of these days. But we do have a hockey puck displaced every single doll McFarlane Toys releases, and here is the figure. Now, a lot of people kind of complain that her kind of breastplate and her tiara aren't gold, which, yeah, it would have been nice to have those in gold since I think her bracers are silver, but it doesn't bother me that much. I think it still looks fine. Fun fact, OG Wonder Woman was created by someone into burlesque, so that probably explains the rope. But at any rate, definitely looks like a 40s, 50s style character, with the skirt, the way the hair is, very pin-up style. She's got these big boots, high heel boots. No toe joints at all, which is nice. So she's easier to stand, but I will say these ankle joints are not the tightest things ever. So I'm hoping that Gojira Wonder Woman 2-pack, they tighten these up a little bit, just so she's easier to stand. This one feels kind of funky. Huh, weird. I must be tripping. But as far as her articulation goes, her head will rotate side to side. Actually rotate all the way around, despite the hair. She can look up and down. Well, she can look up and down. Tilt a little bit. Shoulders can pop out about this far. Rotate all the way around. She got that beautiful butterfly. Not a ton of play in there, but enough. Biceps can rotate, although you do kind of have to work them in. They hug the shoulder pretty good, so to put her in the iconic Wonder Woman pose with her hands on her hips, I did have to slowly work those into place. Does have double elbow, good bend out of that, kind of chunky, but whatever. She has ball hinge wrists. That will rotate, hinge, and swivel. Didn't have to heat up the hands to put them on. You know what would have been another cool accessory? Some effects for these bracers, because they are just, are they slip-on? They're slip-on pieces. They're slip-on pieces, so they could have easily given you some interchangeable ones with like little pew-pews reflecting off them. We never had that before. And you know, if Hasbro, the oh so generous Hasbro, can give us swappable Black Widow gauntlets, I think they could do the same here. She does have a ball joint in the waist. That leans that far back. This far forward. The forward's kind of whatever, but you could almost get enough range just out of this joint. Enough to break up the torso. I mean, look, Mattel used to break up the torsos in DC Classics all the time. You got like a minimal little wimpy ab crunch out of it. Is that really worth that giant cut in the torso? I don't think so. The hips can kick out about this far with the skirt. So not very. This side more so because the skirt's a little windswept that way. So that's probably your max range there. Like it's popping, but it's not staying. You can rotate forward and back. She does have a thigh cut, a little bit. Double jointed knee, which is razor sharp, so be mindful of that. Although it looks like they might have retooled the legs. I feel like this was a lot sharper before. Am I tripping? Maybe not, I don't know. She's still got a bit of a doomsday spike going on there. And then she does have ball jointed ankles that will rotate, hinge, and pivot. And like I said, no toe joints, which I am okay with. They can do away with those. I do not like the toes. Toe joints are stupid. So, yeah, good figure. Perfect? No. We should have had a lasso, maybe some interchangeable bracers. For the price that these are running now, which is like, again, $28, and well, it seems like they're giving us less. Superboy is affected even more by this. This at least has a lot of new sculpt going for it. The torso is new, the little arm bracers are new, the head is new, the skirt is new, the boots might even be new, I'm not sure. The feet are definitely new because we've never had heels without toe joints before. So, yeah, with that said though, I made a promise a long time ago, I think during my Fleischer Superman video, that once I got a hold of this figure, this very classic version of Princess Diana, not that Princess Diana, stupid, that I would do a comparison of her to the other members of the iconic DC Universe trilogy. And it is now time for us to move right along and take a look at those said comparisons. First up, and as promised, here's good old Princess Diana alongside the rest of our Golden Age DC Universe Trinity. We have the Detective Comics 27 Batman, please excuse how messy his cape is, and the wire hung around his torso there. I had him displayed up on my wall, and that is where he is going as soon as this video review is over. That said, we also have the Fleischer Superman with the Action Comics #1 Superman head swapped on, so you can see what that looks like. I tried to do it in the review for that Fleischer Superman, but I couldn't pull it off, as in I couldn't pop that head on because I think the ball pig came out with one of the head sculpts there. So it wasn't the easiest head swap, but it's one I got done. And yeah, I have to say, as much as I appreciate the DC Classics line from Mattel, they never gave us anything like this. These are arguably more articulated, probably, yeah, definitely more articulated Golden Age versions of the classic Trinity, and they're going to look great alongside the likes of Alan Scott and Jay Garrick and the rest of the Justice Society. That is where I plan to stick them when I eventually get everything orgasmatized in this mess of a toy room of mine. But yeah, I really like this. I think they scale great together. You know, Batman's the shortest of the three because, well, he's just a person. And then Superman and Wonder Woman are about tied, but keep in mind, Wonder Woman is wearing high heels and is also an Amazon, so the fact that she is Superman's height with heels means she's probably shorter without heels, and that is perfect for me. So getting these two out of here, we'll say this, Fleischer Superman could have been a little tighter in the diaphragm, but whatever, I could probably fix that if I really, really tried. We could wait for our two regulars. Got the Mythic Legion's brother Mandibilith right there. And the infamous Elephant Spawn, who's used to fighting half-naked, high-heeled women. Angela. Can't believe what Marvel did to her. But as you can see, she and Spawn are probably about the same. She's a little taller, actually. Look at that. Must be the high heels. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the lack thereof a lasso of truth for good old Princess Diana here, I have to say that this is probably one of the better Wonder Woman figures we've gotten in the life of the DC Multiverse line from the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys. Because let's face it, this is just a DC Multiverse figure in different packaging. Don't come at me and say, oh, technically it's a page puncher. Same freaking thing, genius. That said, I do hope that the Wonder Woman that will be packaged with that Atomic Godzilla, it should be out any day now as the time this video is being posted, has a little bit tighter ankles than this figure, because I have to tell you, ever since the Superwoman Target exclusive from the Starro wave, this body mold has not had the best ankles. Sure, they don't have the stupid clicky joints nobody likes, but I'd rather have to bend the knee joint one time than fiddle to get the figure to stand because the ankles are too freaking loose. So, yeah, there is that. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.